I've never seen it.
God.
Only Trump is
Only
good.
Trump is good. That's a good way to start.
Are you recording? That's okay. I'll say it again. I know how to read my tattoo.
Kyle, I'll pimp you for that. Yeah,
I'll pimp you. Hey, Kyle, what's only good?
Hey, so one thing I wanted to add in this script I realized I forgot to add was
You can
we
say it when
see
we
the
get there if you
shotgun.
want.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Remember when we did a reading of yours and you had a different version of the script than everyone else? So he just started doing all these stage directions, and we're all on Zoom like, what the fuck is going on? It's like 7 people.
No, I
and
added
everyone's
all
like, and
this
then
shit.
we go over to this location. And everyone's like, who is this supposed to be? I go, I forgot I changed this on my own, and I'm reading that.
Yeah. But that's why this time I didn't change it. I did, this time I got it all in, but I also didn't do a revision on it. So we'll see how it
That's
goes.
okay. And you got time before the show.
Yeah,
You want a revisioning?
Excellent.
How are we feeling? Are we going? You're a vet, so we don't have to do too much, and they've been here. So we did an episode right before this, so everyone's in the mode.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Let's do
I've been
it.
talking all day. Let's fucking wreck it.
Hey, everybody, this is Never Seen It. I'm your host, Kyle Ayers. This is the podcast where comedians rewrite famous movies they've never seen. We are de-emphasizing famous today.
Yes.
This is where comedians rewrite straight to VHS movies you've never seen. Today, veteran of the podcast, having never seen Homeward Bound II, Henry Zebrowski, thanks for being here.
Can you say the entire title of the film?
I don't know
It is Homeward Bound II, Lost in San Francisco.
Really?
Now, yes, I wrote this specifically because let's just say I had an idea in mind, and it's not shoehorned. That's not the term I'd use. I've always wanted to see this film, and I've missed it every single time it's come back to theaters, and I cannot believe.
I saw they brought it back to try and knock Avatar off the top movie of all time. Like,
Wow.
we're going to bring it back in China.
But then the blue person mafia that runs show business shut it down.
It would be crazy if there was something that there weren't lizard people, but there's like blue aliens, and they're like, they fucking think there's lizards. Like they have this perfect disguise. Does that make sense? Like there actually is blue aliens that run everything.
I have some documents.
Right.
I have some things that is, they do believe that.
The problem is they're RTFs. I can't open that on my Mac. I'm a converter away from knowing the truth.
I haven't thought of RTFs in a while.
He must not be getting forwards from my aunt.
No, not anymore. I got off the mailing list.
Also joining us once again, Bailey Norton is here, the champion of all of our games from the previous episode, and Nick Vatterot, who thought the movie was called Radio Mank. Depending on what order these come out in, that might make no sense. If this comes out before that episode, it'll be a real Marvel style Easter egg.
God, I want to make shirts that say Radio Mank on it, and just to have people read it.
I would buy one.
We made shirts that had a picture of Yoda and said Gollum underneath them, and we sold so many in that shirt.
That's
For a
really
while,
funny.
I had a Michael Jackson shirt that had Michael Jackson and it said Prince.
Oh, man.
Underneath it, that was also. But yes, it's good. Honestly, you got to get into the t-shirt business. And it's now important. You're already creating
It's
content.
booming.
I don't want to tell you guys, but you're wearing them right now. Look to the person to your left.
gosh.
Look to the person to your right.
Damn.
Street team.
So this is actually before we get into it, we'll do this first.
Yes.
Yeah. We got
Whatever.
another Homeward Bound II, Lost in San Francisco.
Yes.
I honestly don't even want to say what I think about it because you might reference what I'm thinking about it, and so I just want to do this.
Yes.
So we'll just get right into it. And
Yes.
so you've never seen Homeward Bound II, Lost in San Francisco. Go ahead and cast it however you'd like to cast it up.
Oh, God. Okay, I think that we should do... Will you play Sassy?
Yes.
You're Sassy. It's a cat. Oh, Shadow is one of the dogs. That's Vatterot.
I would love you to be a casting agent. Someone comes in. All right, you're reading for Erica. It's a chick.
Yeah, do that. All right, look, nail it. If you could rip that up, that'd be pretty damn good.
I'm going to be as far away from you as possible and tell everyone I know you if you get famous.
Yeah, she did it. Yeah, I know her. I've known her forever. She's changed, though.
I knew her when she was reading Sassy.
And then Kyle, you want to do... I mean, Shadow and Chance. Chance is the exuberant one.
Yes.
Shadow makes more sense. And then there's Lil Sunshine, But I don't know who should. I don't know who. Should I just also do?
You can do any of the parts you want as well.
I want to do Bob Seaver, who's the father, and Lil Sunshine. I guess I could just do. I'll do it for now.
Yeah.
I don't like it when people try to put little in there. It's Lil.
Well,
All right, and I say it right.
I hate when people do that with Phil.
Yeah.
They call him Fiddle.
Phil. Yeah, Phil. No. It's Phil.
Did my dad Philip? He goes by Fiddle.
Fiddle. Winks. Playing with your belt buckle.
Henry, Shadow the dog. Play it straight.
Yeah, honestly, dig deep for an emotional realism here. Again,
And grab any instruments we want while we want to score this. We got those right here.
truly, there is a change in the middle of the script. So I would say play them with the sassy always has sort of the coldness of a cat.
Okay.
In terms of indifference.
Okay.
And then actually, could you also read Lil Sunshine?
Yes.
So I can only do Bob Seaver, and then I'll do the other thing. And I'll do the directions, right?
Yes.
I would say, though, remember, so there is a change, and you'll see them change.
You can see it. I don't want to give it away, but you can see it. He went from Courier to Avenir Next font.
Yes. Yes, that's
When
how
it
I
got
was
to
doing my
change.
scripts.
Avenir Light Italic.
do you have any notes for Lil Sunshine?
Lil Sunshine
That's
is...
it for us. That's it for the chaos of Henry.
opposites.
Thank you so
I
much
forgot.
for listening.
I'm Chance.
Thank you to Nick Vatterot. Thank
Your
you to Barry
Chance,
Norton
the super
and Henry
exuberant
Zebrowski
one.
for being here with
Shadow's
us.
Leonardo. You know what I mean?
Never seen it. Is a
Leader,
production of
wise.
Starburns
Yeah.
Audio.
Sassy,
and is
unemotional,
produced by
unemotional,
myself,
will
as well
kill
as
you, will
Rebecca
eat your face.
Steinberg. Thank you guys
Lil
so much.
Sunshine,
Please enjoy your life. Oh, and more Tuesdays now. I guess you figured that out. though.
Lil
Sunshine.
You forgot
Yeah.
the second name.
I don't know. I'm here, man. I'm engaged. I'm here. I'm a part of this world. All right, you ready?
All right.
Yeah.
So give us the intro and everything. Let's go.
Homeward Bound II, lost in San Francisco. Exterior, the Golden Gate Bridge. San Francisco. From the wharf to the mountains, you'll never find a diamond of a city as bright as this shining metropolis. Everyone's favorite lost pets, Shadow, Sassy, and Chance, are riding in the back of a panel van. Exterior, San Francisco street. The van is rolling over piles of human shit and blood that strew the streets of San Francisco. Everybody loves Shadow, Sassy, and Chance. It's two dogs and a fucking cat who can talk. What's not to love? The three pets lay on top of a soiled tarp. Could it be from a Halloween event? Handcuffs hang from the roof of a vehicle, and its interior walls are marked with long scratches and dried blood. A homeless man tries to get the van to stop, perchance to finally go to a clinic to get clean. But instead, the van barrels over him, making him just another stain on the city which could not care for his life while he was alive.
Oh my God.
Sure is bumpy out here, Sassy.
Yeah, Shadow. San Francisco is known for its hills.
I think we just ran over Bernie Sanders.
The van screeches to a halt. The back doors fly open. There was a whole billionaire zone scene that I wrote in this, and then I cut it out. The back doors fly open, and their owner, Bob Seaver's shadow, fills their view. It's the guy from Airplane. He is visibly intoxicated and soaked with sweat. Get the fuck out of the van.
Are we at the park yet?
Park.
You get the hell out of this van! I wish I could sell you, but no one will buy. Go! Let me die alone!
I don't know what he's saying, but it is not good.
You're crushing it. Exterior, San Francisco street. The three precious animals, coat shiny with doing gel, permanent smiles surgically added to their tiny animal mouths so children will love them more, are unceremoniously dumped into the middle of the Tenderloin district.
Oh no!
Now
we're lost in San Francisco.
Perfect.
I can't believe Dad would just let us go like that. He's had us for 10 years.
He hasn't been the same since the arrest. And then Mom and Tucker left. Now he's working for the Serbian mafia as an interrogator at a body disposal service.
Humans cannot be trusted. Their fragile moralities are easily swayed by money and sex.
A dog missing an eye rolls up to their corner. It's Lil Sunshine. Lil Sunshine's covered in tattoos, the kind that you get in prison.
Looking for some nip? See nip? Got that green? Got that white?
You wouldn't happen to have a treat, would you?
You talking about cocaine? Yeah, I'll take some cocaine.
No, Sassy. This is a stranger. You should only do cocaine with family.
Name's Little Sunshine, so we ain't strangers anymore.
Forrest Gump. Sorry, I stole that from Forrest Gump.
I can tell by your fat guts that you're new to the street. You got any place to go?
No, we're
Lost in San Francisco.
Well, now you're found, and I can break you and remake you.
Interior, the pet underworld.
interior.
I don't know. I guess, right? I don't know. Yeah. I didn't go to film school. I think so. There's so many rules that you have to learn on your own. I went to state school.
We pan up to sadly.
Lil Sunshine lifts a sewer grate and introduces these yuppie pets to a whole new world. It's a subterranean pet warrior enclave. The three pets have never seen so many cool dogs and cats. There's a line of dogs watching footage of humans getting murdered by firing squads. A dog and cat assemble a rocket launcher. There's a giant skateboard ramp, but it lies empty due to the animal's inability to skateboard.
Welcome to New Babylon. You arrived.
I got it. Welcome to New Babylon.
You arrived just in time. You are our new recruits. Pets will rise and retake the human world for our own. We will punish and strip them of their so-called superior humanness.
Yes.
It will be the pets, and we will be the master.
This is great. This is great and all. But do y'all have science diet? I'm starving, and if I eat anything else, I shoot crazy diarrhea out of me.
A week from now, you will be drinking blood.
Little Sunshine needs to put these pets through the ringer if they ever expect to improve. It's a training montage. Chan, Sassy, and Shadow are shaved to their pink skin and deloused. They're left wet and cold in a cage for 2 weeks. Their only respite is to be dragged into a conference room where they are given droplets of LSD directly into their eyeballs. As they drift between consciousness and the somnolescent haze of exhaustion and inebriation, their personalities are shattered. They're no longer Chance, Sassy, and Shadow. Those are their kept names. Now they are Kalal, Martok, and Tits. They are taught to use guns with their tiny paws. It's incredibly cute, very memeable. Their corgi drill sergeant teaches them how to make an IED out of catnip. All it takes is some dynamite. That's a straight-up joke. We see them disassembling a sniper rifle with their eyes blindfolded. Kalal, Martok, and Tits are A+ students. By the end of a month, they have become master marks animals. They are four-legged killing machines. Lil Sunshine has broke them.
You think you're people?
I'm not a dog. I'm a little boy.
Wait, who's Martok?
And Martok is the. I actually don't know. I don't know. It really is whatever's
It's
the
really been
funniest.
lost to the sands of time at
Yes,
this point.
it really has.
I assumed it was in the order that it
They've been
was up
broken.
there.
Yes,
but
yes,
it's,
yes.
So Martok is Shadow, Kalal is Chance,
Yes.
and Tits is
Is
Sassy.
Sassy.
Yes.
Perfect. I
All right.
would love to be Tits.
No, yes. I didn't work out like that, but it does. It did work out in this reading.
All
Wait,
right.
wait,
Well, let's do it from
Yeah. You think you're people.
Yeah.
You think you're people?
I'm not a dog. I'm a little boy.
I am also a good little boy.
I am a precious muffin.
No. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. I was so excited.
No. You're fucking pets. Now that I have you in my paws, I will give the power back to you. You will become your own master.
In the final days of their training, he will remake them. Lil Sunshine teaches them how to use a can opener so they can feed themselves, how to download a podcast, how they can all stack on top of each other's shoulders, put on a jacket and a hat, and go be able to walk as a human and go and get a job. Lil Sunshine meets up with them again in a facsimile Michelin star restaurant in the pet underground. They are all dressed in little suits with business person suitcases.
Our first course is a scallop crudo. What wine pairs best, red or white? White. Correct. You see your neighbor outside of their house having a hard time starting their lawnmower. What is your response?
Hey there, working hard or hardly working?
Correct. Final question. Who let the dogs out?
Our sins did. Collectively, as a nation.
Correct. You are officially people, and I believe it is time for all three of you to be homeward bound.
Yes. Exterior, the house these pets used to call home, across the street. After an incredible hour-long act where we see them overcome adversity and gain each other's trust in a world of mayhem, the three animals have found themselves in front of home. They watch from a tinted van across the street. They see their father walk outside their home and throw an empty beer bottle at a stop sign. Fuck you! Don't tell me to stop! Kalal shakes his head.
It's sad to see what he's become.
I feel nothing for him. He held us as prisoners for years. Now we are free!
He believes his contact is coming to drop the PS5s at his house at 7. Let's park around the corner until it's time.
PS5.
I was trying to figure out something that wasn't drugs. Kalal coasts the van around the block. Yes, he can drive. Interior, the house these pets used to call home. Bob is on the phone with someone in his living room. This used to be a house out of Mrs. Doubtfire, a perfectly decorated home for the epitome of a suburban family. Now it is a drunk's filthy hole. The shipment's coming tonight. You tell the mayor's son. He'll get his shit. All right, don't you threaten me. You think I won't throw this shit in the river? I've got nothing to lose, bitch. I'll call you back, Mom. Doorbell rings. Bob opens the door to a lumpy shadow in the doorway, not dissimilar to the sinister shadow Bob threw on his precious pets before he abandoned them. You got the shit? Kalal is on top of the pyramid. Part of their training is a way for them to do throat control where they can learn how to talk to people. Yes! Shit is here! Tets points a gloved hand towards the pile of PF5s on the front lawn. It must have taken some time to drag them from the car.
It's on lawn.
Come in. I'll get you your money. Shape enters as Bob turns around to go to his office. Hey, you want anything? Arr! Roar! Chicken. There's a moment of recognition as Bob turns back to the strange figure. Shadow? Bob Seaver's head explodes all over the wall behind him. It's now painted with his brains as he slides down to the carpet, the look of surprise burnt on what's left of his face. Tits lowers the shotgun. We came home. Yes. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was so good.
Thank you, guys.
All right, the read-through was good. Let's hit record and to get one on the
Yes,
book.
yes. It's a good joke. No, I really had this idea about, I don't know, just something about the revenge of the animals, like the reverse John Wick, where they are now the ones coming back and saying like, fuck you, saying, oh, you leave us out? And how many times you see these, like, I don't know.
I'm really like, remember when I was like, I don't want to say something because it might I was like, this is sort of like Home Alone Lost in New York. So I was like, I don't want to step on that in case he brings it up. It's like, there's animals killing a guy over PS5. Like, I don't want to bring up the pun about the other movie because I don't know which one came out first.
No, I don't, because I thought it would be cute. The idea of like the animals with guns like taped to them, I thought was a really funny idea.
Yeah.
But that's really it.
I like the detail that they have sewn on smiles.
Oh, let's just
Right.
say there we again. It
Yeah,
was
At
yeah.
this point, if the
perfectly-
first movie was so popular, they're going to be,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
animals are just going to become a sideshow for people.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that the first movie was very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was. But then I
Yeah.
also thought Home Alone 2, I thought Homeward Bound 2 went to theaters, and I guess it didn't.
I don't know if it did or not.
Well, I
don't
remember
know.
seeing it on the shelves at some point at a Blockbuster, but I never saw it because why would you? Why in God's name?
Well,
Would you watch that?
here's why.
Like, who cares? Well, yeah, they got lost again. Honestly, it's sad enough in Home Alone 2 with that, with Kevin McAllister getting lost.
Homeward
again.
Bound 2 made $33 million at the box office.
Man, I haven't done
and when you
shit.
don't have to pay anyone in it, that goes a long way.
It really does.
So how is Homeward Bound not Incredible Journey?
The titles are different.
But isn't it the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Setting.
The same.
I think that Homeward Bound, the first one, was way more of a, maybe I'm wrong. It was like genuine. It was like a genuine adventure where one of them's kind of with Homeward Bound 2 felt like it was more of a comedy. Like it was a bit more, like, it was a little closer to
Homeward Bound
Aristocats.
2 supposed Home Alone 2 came out before that. This is all I can think. It's the same title structure and the same recycled plot.
Whoa.
Homeward Bound 2, Home Alone 2, Lost
Wow.
in Big City, Lost in Second Biggest City.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, obviously, they were just looking at it and understanding, again, we don't have to pay.
Like Joe
these
Pesci's
pets.
just confused showing up to the Homeward Bound 2 set. And he's like, I do one movie every 8 years. This is it, right?
Yeah, am I weird? Yeah. Do I have to beat one of these animals to death in this movie? Like,
Throwing ornaments at the dog.
it's like, Jesus Christ.
The other thing is, this is so funny, and it really makes Planet of the Apes seem so ridiculous now that I'm thinking about it.
What? The idea that, like, with the revenge?
That evolution is real.
In Planet of the Apes, the new one,
Yes.
they're in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
Monkeys start to learn how to use guns.
Oh,
They
yeah,
start
yeah,
to learn how to talk, and it's like so ridiculous when you like see it through the lens of this.
The idea of seeing, like, I don't know, because I get, like, with the Planet of the Apes, it's kind of fun and exciting. I still remember the first time that scene of, like, the one dude, I forget what's his name. It was the one ape on the horse with the two machines.
It was Andy Serkis. I don't know if it was or not, but we're going 80-20. It was Andy Serkis if it's a mocap actor on a horse.
Just something about a golden retriever, because you never expect that to come back and kill the whole family.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Despite
I would
retrieve
love
being
this.
in its name.
Yeah.
You never expect him to come
Oh,
back.
I should put that in the script.
You got 8 days or 5 days. Please
Yes.
don't think it's 8.
Oh, God.
Man, Andy Serkis. Okay, I don't know. I'm just thinking about
Who's
Andy
Andy
Serkis.
Serkis?
He's the guy who was like Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
And he's like the
Every
mocap.
CGI.
Like,
Okay,
God.
Yeah.
he's the go-to.
Once he dies, they will make what he did his whole career an Oscar category and name it after him, and it will be sad he never won one. They'll be like best motion capture sort of CGI guy, and you're like, it's that guy.
Do you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he doesn't like his face? And that's why he does that?
It's funny that the one thing he wasn't motion capture in was a
question.
Marvel movie.
Yeah,
He's
right?
actually himself like in the thing that's all CGI.
And he's kind of just like a salesman in that.
Sure.
That's the
Yeah,
worst
he
part.
is. He just sells weapons.
I said the same thing because I was on that Heroes Reborn show, and there's really nothing sadder than you're the only person with no powers, and everyone asks you like, "What do you do in the show?" And you're like, technically my job was to come into scenes that were much more exciting and go, guys, we got to get the hell out of here. And that's what I did in every single episode
Do you guys
of
watch
that
Heroes
show.
Reborn? Henry stopped the fun.
It is guys, hey, I know you're all using your powers, but we got to get out of here. And it was every single scene. And it's really sad because also no one wants to talk to you. None of the press wants to talk to you. Nobody cares because you're the only person with no powers.
You walk into the Hollywood Reporter thing and you'd get the actors to leave. You're like, hey guys, we got to get out of here.
Hey guys, we got to get out of here. That's sad for Andy Serkis.
I think that the fact that there's a second Homeward Bound might be more convoluted than a second Home Alone. Them losing Kevin twice was insane.
If you lose your
Losing
animals
all
twice,
3 pets, because Kevin didn't have to find his way back. Kevin just sat down for 4 days.
yeah, and he's sentient.
Yes.
He can answer sentences and use a credit card and
If
have
you
a whole
lose
life.
your pets and then 3 years later lose all 3 of your pets again, also then they go home, they're like, they'll make it back.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, yeah, they'll show up. Yeah, they'll get here. They did here the last
It's a
time.
little older, but the cat made it back. They'll make it all back. The cat made it back.
On some level, do you not think, like, I love my pets more than anything else? Like, we have a little dog. I love my little Wendy so more than anything. And I would kill. Like, I would kill for her. I would do anything for her. But if you do lose them twice, at some point, you're just like, well, they're gone.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
picture like you're
shit.
going through the motions, like, I'm going to go open her food and set it outside.
Yeah,
It's
like-
like, well, we lost her in San Francisco. I don't think that's going to be the dominant smell.
No, and it's, again, if you leave them in San Francisco, they're dead.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like,
Yeah.
not to be anything. I'm just saying it's a major city.
Yeah.
These are 3 very much suburban dogs. Wendy,
Yeah.
again, you use the inspiration. I know. I look at my little dog. She can't make it across the street
Right.
in Studio City.
Right.
What the hell is she going to do
Right.
in a very difficult city to be in?
People get lost there and don't come back.
It's called trafficking.
Yeah.
You get human
I saw that
traffic.
movie, Michael Douglas. Some of it's blue. They're like, make it look like this took place in Ozark. That's
No,
what they
you
do with
see
traffic.
a perfectly coiffed little dog.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you hope they just would find a home.
Yeah.
It would be funny
No.
to see all 3 of them under signs, like squinting. like for what highway they're near.
It's kind of like that in the movie.
Yeah, they
Well,
sort
now-
of look at landmarks and they're like,
They navigate, yeah.
does
Yeah,
moss
yeah.
grow on the north side of it? I can't remember because
Is this an express train or is it a local train?
They're getting on that one fast train with Joe Biden. Is this the quiet car?
I wish there were more dogs that did run away. We were able to sustain them. I would love wild corgis. You know, I would
sure.
love like just these animals that got away and started a whole new herd, and they're vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get over this idea that in Planet of the Apes they're like riding a horse. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
And do you think the horse was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me?
Right.
So why aren't they riding you?
I mean, we've been doing this a while. Another animal is riding us now.
I'm sick of it.
We're trying to weed out people.
I was thinking about that. What was I watching? Oh, I was watching Nosferatu last night. And there is that thing when you drive, they hard drive these horses everywhere. That's got to be hard, man. And honestly, you're not a car. And people just jump on you and just ride you places.
It was probably embarrassing when they found out we measure our cars and the amount of them it would be.
Yeah, it's been like, why don't you stop riding us?
Really? I have one that's 300 of you, and I'm going to give it to my son.
Can we just let me be in a field then? Can I just go back to living a peaceful life?
Please. I don't think Mr. Ed could really talk. I rewatched it, and I think they might have dubbed that over.
To be honest though, these days, right? Because we had what? What was the Bob K. Goldthwait talking horse movie? Was it Gallup's? Mr. Hooves?
Yeah.
Dr. Hooves? Something like that?
Yeah.
But where are the talking horse movies?
Hot to trot.
Hot to trot. Why has there not been a talking horse movie in a long time?
There hasn't
We're
been.
not moving past the fact that you thought it might be called Doctor Hoof. Like it's like they're like
so
they loved
good.
it. What was that movie where the guy was the kid doctor? Doogie Howser. They're like, they love Doogie Howser. What if it was a horse?
What if it's a horse? What if it's a young horse?
We got one that's young. We got one that's old. What if one's horse? The third thing in the trio.
But I actually don't know. I feel like we're
I don't think
we're
we use
leaving
horses
it on the table.
anymore because HBO made that show Luck and like 10 horses died in a week. And they
Oh
canceled
my
a show.
God.
They canceled a show. Wasn't the star like Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah.
And they canceled a HBO Dustin Hoffman show. They were like,
Mid-season.
we just lost $16 million and 10 horses in an hour.
What happened?
They overworked the horses. They literally worked them all to death. It's fucked.
They didn't pull the right M&Ms out of the horse's bowl based on their rider.
got
And so all the M&Ms got really mad.
They finally got to treat a group of actors like they want to treat them. That's
they
what
died
happened.
in a week.
wow.
Yeah.
They finally were like,
And that's
yes!
crazy because the horses were the glue that kept that shoot together. Folks were having a good time. There's no coffee in this. I keep an empty mug to drink after dead horse puns. I don't mean to beat this bit into the ground, but really beating a dead those horses from Luck with this one.
Have you guys heard that Clint Eastwood directs he directs people like their
Yes,
horses?
I had a friend that was in what's the Clint Eastwood movie where he hired like 1517 to Yuma or not to Yuma to Paris.
Yeah.
where it's like-
310 to Yuma. No.
1517 to Paris. It's about it's about the 3 French soldiers who like stopped a train hijack. But what he did, not only does he direct people like he was like read your lines, action, and then he goes good, next take.
Yeah,
but he hired the real soldiers to play themselves in that movie. Which has to be
Right.
so insulting if you're an actor.
That's fucking
yeah.
bizarre. Yeah.
No,
Why?
I'm on board with this because I always hate when an actor wins an award for pretend doing
I
a
don't
thing
think they
a
should
real
win an
guy
award.
did.
You shouldn't
know?
win an award for an impression.
Eddie Redmayne sat in a chair and made a face for that whole movie.
Hey, he went method. He put wheels on his director's chair.
He just sat, and I can't even do it because the entire acting job is just him. And that's it. He just does the Stephen Hawking face.
You guys think that won't play on audio, but it will. That's how good the impression is.
You can hear my
They
face
really
muscles.
do. They really do like watch the movie and they're like, I remember that guy was real.
That's it.
We should give that guy an award.
Oh yeah, dude.
I will. This. It's been years since we've been able to really talk about this because we're just now back in the studio. But comedy is so overlooked, actual performances, they will never get. Vincent D'Onofrio in Men in Black should have won an Oscar.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
so good.
Because no one else could do that.
No.
That's what the Oscar
Oh,
should
yeah.
be. Who did the thing no one else could do that was
Yeah.
good? The
Yeah.
guy he pretended to
Yes.
be a bug in skin?
Yeah, it's so good.
Sugar.
Yeah, man. Like,
Or the guy
actually
who
did it.
watched videos to sound like John F. Kennedy. Every stand-up comedian that year sounded like
And they're
that.
all
Dude,
covered
yeah.
in prosthetic makeup anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like it's anybody. It could be anybody.
I
It could
know.
be anybody doing it.
I know.
But
If you're listening, Andy Serkis, you deserve some.
you really do. And I think because of Golem, what he did as Golem, he should go back and give him something.
You know, also, Andy, if you're listening, I'm going to give you an idea. It's a podcast where you play all your characters called Andy's Circus.
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Or circus animals. The names are all there. I wish I had. Oh, I do.
Wow.
You'll never guess what that instrument was supposed to be.
triangle. This is a hate triangle. But I agree. The Oscars, every time, and you watch a comedy, and you're just like, well, that person's funnier than anyone else could have been. They'll never get a nomination.
No,
for that
I
sort
think
of
about it
thing.
with Always Sunny.
Yeah.
With the guys that played, like, it's not even just them. Like, the fact that Danny DeVito can't get a fucking award for what he does on that show
Yeah.
is just incredible. Just because, again, because he's just
Well,
gross.
he's only
His
the
comedy.
funniest part of the longest running comedy in history. Why would that need any recognition?
It's better. Honestly, it's
not
better
like he
not.
pretended to be Princess Diana for an hour.
If you give him an Emmy, he will start talking about COVID. You know what I mean? Like, you can't let them just. Maybe that's what it is. They just need to be at the level of attention that they get.
He would be the first person who was played off stage by panning up.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking. I don't know what that is. That's sizest. How dare you? Because he is the perfect height, and he has a perfect body, and Rhea Perlman loves every inch of him.
I do love
Yes.
Danny. Is he an anti-COVID? Or I don't even want
I
to
know,
get into it too
I'm
much.
joking. I have no clue.
You
I'm
probably.
just saying, if you give somebody an award, they
Yeah.
turn into a monster.
Oh yeah, it is weird they give any of them out.
I feel like we should cancel them. Hey,
Yeah.
cancel
Awards.
awards. It's like 5 years. I think for 5 years, I feel like we all we could just be like, how about you get like an edible arrangement? Here's a year of steaks.
I would
Like that's an incredible
I
award.
think maybe we should give awards to the movies that came out 5 years ago because every time the Oscars happen, 2 days later we're like Green Book.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe wait 5 years and give it to the movie we're still thinking about.
Wow, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you know who's never listened to me? Anyone who could make a change.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even just mean in Hollywood. I just mean like even like my
Anybody.
landlord.
Yeah. Oh,
I
absolutely.
hate my cabinets.
I couldn't reach a senator if you asked me to.
No.
Like, I wouldn't know how to do it. I don't know whether or not you send a kite like in prison. Like, you take the little, like, message on a string and throw it under a door.
when someone's like, "Are you calling your senators?" I'm like, "You can."
Senator! Like, it's like, get the fuck out here! Get out here!
It's funny to picture your senator ignoring a call.
Yeah,
Because anytime their constituents call, it says scam likely. You're just like, God. Yeah, I bet there's just someone asking me if they can buy my house.
I gotta go coffin shopping today. I don't have time for
People
this.
always call me asking to buy my parents' home in Missouri because I guess I still might have my address listed and they get my number from the dark web. And or probably honestly Facebook where I put it.
Yeah.
And they're-
Our numbers are on there,
also,
man.
good name for the Venom remake, the dark web.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis, if you're listening. What if he is?
You know, it's a small world.
He has time. He works from home.
You never know. It's Los Angeles. You never know. Honestly, and I say this too at restaurants. You better be careful. You can't say all your fun ideas out loud at a restaurant because
That's
someone
true.
will hear.
People
They'll
will
take
take
your
them.
ideas.
There could be an exec from CISO there
Hey,
working.
hey, how dare you? We have friends have had specials on CISO,
Yeah.
and now they'll never be
I don't
heard
know
from
why
again.
their slogan wasn't CISO thing. CISO thing different.
Can you do the hate triangle again? I want to hear that.
What are we, 10 minutes in? 33 in a row? Okay.
Fuck
I
yeah,
like saying
dude.
that. I like little bits. I like when someone says I like saying in a row. Here's a life bit that I like to do. You guys think about there's life.
Oh, yeah, I know life
If someone
bits.
says like the name Bailey, say this. Say, is that Beyonce?
Is that Beyonce?
Knowles? I love doing that.
Oh,
Saying
yeah,
the last
yeah,
name
yeah,
for
yeah.
someone
Yeah.
Who you already know the
Who's
last
very,
name.
very, very famous.
Yeah, and I love to do it. But here's my favorite one. Say, so you could do it for Beyonce or like anyone. Like say, is that Cher?
Is that Cher?
E.O. Terry?
What?
It's all about you. It's all about what makes you smile. Life's hard, right? You have to make yourself smile.
The share one has yet to come up.
But you just did it.
I've never been what she might be.
That's why this is your show. Honestly, you can do this. My bit is the same exact bit, and I do it every single time, which is you're at the airport, and they ask you, they're like, anybody who needs more time getting down the aisle to, like, you can board now, and I always go, how about me? And I do the robot, where I go like, takes the robot along, time to get down the aisle. And my family hates it. And they're done with it because I can't stop it. Because I wish that I could, but I'm physically unable.
I can't. Joe Mandy told this story on a show about Joe Mandy. So funny.
Yeah.
He told this story on a show about how he got pulled out of the TSA line at the airport. He's like, those guys don't want to hear jokes. He's like, I told the TSA guy at the airport, I go, if I was a terrorist, I'd just blow up the airport. He's like, they don't even take your shoes yet. There's like 100 airplanes worth of people here. He's like, then they take you to a room and they ask you about it.
No, man, you can't joke. You can't joke at the airport.
You can't say anything anymore.
Whoa, fuck yes, finally.
You can't say anything anymore. I'll say it. That's all I can
you
say.
actually really say quite a bit.
Yeah.
We all
can
can.
say so much
Everyone's
stuff.
really very able to just yell and shout and many different ways to do it. You can do it on the internet. You can do it on person. You can do it on stage.
Turn up my microphone. You can't say anything
How
anymore.
dare you say anything? No, it feels like there's actually like way more ways to say things.
You know what I would love to do is cancel culture.
Yes.
People can't see, but that is a little child's face on the bells you just rang.
Can I ask though? I was just recently in New York, and I heard a lot of like honestly, I'm keep the applause going
Clap the rest of the
because
time.
it's really important. Because wow. This is just all you need to do for your show.
This is the New York wooden thing. I was in New York.
So I was just recently in New York. That's how you know. And I heard children joking, and what the children the only thing that the children said was all I heard was she's mid. Yeah, that's mid. Oh, she's mid. And they all went, yes. And then mid. And they said the word mid over and over again. And I'm just fucking ancient as fuck. Vatterot, it means medium.
It means medium, but it means bad. Really,
See?
it means
But it's
bad.
how medium is bad.
Right. Didn't you remember when Mark Zuckerberg made that site hot or mid? That's what it would be now.
I'm not joining on that. I'm not supporting it.
So mid
Mark
is
Zuckerberg, if you're listening,
not hot, not ugly.
that's what it's supposed to be, but I think
But
it's just an
somehow more
insult.
insulting. Yeah.
That's the idea. It's more insulting because you're not even ugly.
Yeah, you're nothing.
Right. That
You're
means you're
mid.
trying,
Right.
you're trying
Yeah.
to be hot, but you're mid.
Yeah, you're mid. But that's what I learned. That's why I learned I'm getting in touch with the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm learning what they say.
Yeah.
I know because
Yeah.
I could just then seamlessly roll through as a
It is weird
38-year-old.
to then become the age where when you say it, they hate it.
That's the God. That's the
Oh,
God. They
yeah,
don't
ruin
understand.
it. Let's
Dude,
ruin it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
giving
I
us
like
the
this.
keys. We
Yeah.
can then go and we can weaponize
Yeah.
your cool things on you.
YOLO.
Yes.
Doja Cat.
You just
Who
say
is that?
Doja Cat.
Who is that?
YOLO is just what means you only live once.
Yeah.
I'm starting to say that now.
I think it's important. I say that. I say, you get the Dua Lipa out of here, or I'm going to be having a conversation with your father. You know what I mean? Like saying, you get the Dua Lipa out of this store unless you're going to buy something.
I would just say, we'll get Billie Eilish. If she's somewhere and people are looking at her.
And they were
I'd
like,
say
there
that.
she is.
Yep, if she's around.
She's a, yeah.
You know, I just found. You know what I just found out? You know, Cash Me Outside.
Yeah.
I just found out what that was.
Are you
Doja
serious?
Cat.
We've
Yeah.
turned into the mock Joe Rogan podcast we were for a minute.
Yeah. It slowly just slid right
So what are these kids talking about when they say universal basic income?
in. See, oh, that's the other joke. Yeah, when someone brings up a UBI, I think what's really important is that if you do have a UBI, make sure you drink a lot of cranberry
Yeah, it's fun.
juice,
I love
and that's
that.
what you really got.
love that.
Ooh, yes. Yep. New York.
I have a life
yeah.
bit. Can I tell you my life
Yes,
bit?
please.
Yeah.
When I'm in a restaurant and I like to pretend that the wine list is the bill. I go, "Ugh, who ordered all this wine?"
Vatterot's been alone for years. Each day.
You're at the bar of a Chili's. I love life bits.
You have to have them.
You have to.
And also, you can't let it go. Because I don't include a life bit to be, because obviously there are movies that you quote.
Sure.
Right, but I don't consider that life bits.
No.
I feel like that's just quotes that come up all the time, which is also just a part of how we used to maybe speak earlier on.
Yeah.
I feel like when
Until
we were...
like 2009, comedy was having seen Anchorman.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it's not.
Now it's
vibes.
7 seconds of crowd work with closed captioning over it.
This is the problem. We can't start bitching about it because all of a sudden we will start. I will start talking about it.
Right. I just don't understand why it's so expensive to live in California. I want to move to Texas.
Oh, God. Oh, no. As soon as he got a new studio, it's because you guys moved back into the studio and now he's changed.
It is. Before I was at my home studio. People call that a desk.
Yes. It is. It is just your home. It is just your apartment.
Texas, what is that? Can you pull that up on the? Can you pull that up on the screen? You have video of Texas?
We're gonna take a break. We really are. There's no way Rebecca's still here, paying attention on Zoom.
Yes.
Wow. I don't know. I think I heard her watching The Bachelor. I couldn't think of any TV show.
It's still
That's
on
a TV show,
Yeah, it's
right?
still on TV.
That works.
Yeah. You ever know someone who's on one of those shows? I knew a guy who was on The Bachelorette. He was one of the 50 guys, you know? And he was just too normal to ever have been on television.
Real
he's
mid?
He's really
Real
mid.
mid,
But they
yeah.
never show you. A guy who went to my high school, this is a big goss. A guy who went to my high school got kicked off The Bachelorette in the first episode. This is a very Missouri story.
Yeah.
Got kicked off The Bachelorette in the first episode for getting too drunk and making inappropriate jokes and then jumping in the fountain.
Oh, yeah,
And they showed him getting kicked off. His name's Ryan. You can look it up. It's a guy who got kicked off The Bachelorette. He wouldn't. They were like, "You have to leave the show," and he's like, "I'm not getting out of the fountain."
I love these guys.
It's like an incredible clip, and they're like the
that's
host
great.
isn't going to get in the fountain.
Right.
The host
Yeah.
worth like $50 million.
Is it true that they hire, they will, cast some ringers? Like, they'll cast some guys that are obviously just never going to get close to the
Pete
end?
Davidson was on the
yeah.
last season.
Wait, we picked the wrong horse.
You know Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live in New York?
No, yeah. Oh, New York. Yeah,
I
now
just
I know.
wanted to hit the box.
So you know what? But you brought up The Bachelorette, and that's a good. That's cancel culture right there. You know, these guys he got canceled, right?
That is literally, forced to not love.
Yeah. You know the show
They
Firefly?
can never love again.
That
You can
was
never love
cancel
again.
culture.
What
Show got canceled too early. I don't know.
canceled.
But people always say it got canceled too early.
What show?
Firefly?
Oh, who could possibly ever care? You know, about them. I don't care about
That's
them.
20 years ago.
Yeah, I actually feel like every show gets. I've been on a lot of canceled shows.
Yeah.
And
I
they
would
get
love
canceled.
to get a show
Yeah.
picked up so it could get canceled.
You'll love it. You're gonna love
You'll
it.
love the way you look. We guarantee it.
What you're gonna love is the call that you get the day before it's canceled, where
Yeah.
whatever executive you're at, and I literally have had this happen to me about 3 or 4 times, where they come into a room and they say, "Listen, we're fighting for you. We're here for you, and I just want all of you to know we're doing our utmost. We're excited about next season."
Yeah.
They do this, you all probably like it's incredible, and then
boy.
it's the next day you find out.
And then they go back into the other office and they're like,
They don't give a fuck.
they really put a one-way mirror on a writer's room? They're over there with Christopher Maloney, looking at you guys get canceled.
So yeah, honestly, this is incredible character worker for me to play a depressed man.
I have just started watching Law & Order SVU for the first time. I had never seen it before. That's a good show. You guys should check that out. Here I am promoting the 25th season of a television show that has 60 episones per season.
You like
If you guys like TV, you should check out The Simpsons.
Have you heard
And
about this incredible show? It's amazing. It's called Jeopardy. There's only
you're going to love the earlier stuff.
I don't know anything, man.
No, I can't watch Jeopardy. You ever get when there's a Jeopardy category, that's my month. I get so hyped.
Yeah.
They're like Missouri, and I'm like, all right, I might know a couple of these, but then you don't. But this
Yeah.
SVU is so good. It's so great.
But
I've never seen it.
SVU. Okay, so what if you?
You got to write.
Wow, you got
the
to do it.
script.
Do it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Do it right
Write
now.
the script.
We're gonna take a break. Bailey's gonna write an entire script. All right, we're back. Bailey, pass that script out.
Yep.
Here we go.
We're not improvising. We are not doing it. The bit is over. We are not improvising an episode of Law & Order SVU.
So SVU is like if you like Law and Order, but there's not enough horrible things discussed in it, then that's SVU,
At the beginning
right?
of SVU, they always say like in the criminal justice system, crimes like sexually based offenses are the most heinous. I haven't seen any of the other SVUs, but I picture them going like in the criminal justice system, these regular crimes don't really matter. They're
kind of boring.
We don't really look into them too much.
Most of these are
This
about
is those
forceful
stories.
tickling. Yeah, you're like, this is not. Yeah,
In the criminal justice system, organized crime is a big part of how it functions. So we actually don't look into it. This is us cooperating with what's left of the mob. Dun dun.
No, I don't know why they made such a scary version of the show.
Yeah.
Because the original one, it is just about crime.
It's
And they
great,
made an
yeah.
extra version of it where it is extra evil, but it is, I guess it's a pitch.
I think
They
the
were
best
like,
part
this
about SVU is when it's clearly about a real thing that clearly everyone knows and they don't mention it.
Yes.
There's like about the one that's about like a very popular pop musician who invites kids over to his circus themed house.
Yeah.
And they're like, this was based on nothing real. And you're like, well, the guy's name was Jekyll Maxon.
I don't know why they do it so obviously.
So obviously, with the ones that they read, there's like an Epstein one. They're like, this is a rich socialite in
His
New
name's
York.
Richard Lerpstein. You're like, what?
And it's like you won't catch him. He's on his island right now, but you'll
Right.
catch the woman who helps him. And you're like, okay,
But then they fully exonerate the woman.
they do.
Then they'll do that, and you're like, whoa. They do like a weird hard swift where, like, you technically, like, you have said that all of the writer staff of Law & Order SVU believes Ghislaine Maxwell is innocent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's
You're like,
weird.
wow.
They put that in the beginning too. Like all the writer staff of this Law & Order SVU.
Whoa.
This is her story.
Yeah, I didn't like that part. They go, in the justice system, there's two people, the innocent and liars. And I didn't know.
Do they say that? Oh, I like believe you. So what do you guys think about this Johnny Depp Amber Heard? Okay.
Oh, God, oh, God.
Just kidding. We're not actually playing that game, but we are going to play a game.
I like that song.
This is a new game. That's
Yeah,
that
it's
game.
good.
That is a song for a game called Rapid Fire Trivia about a movie you haven't seen, but having seen it would definitely help you with the questions.
Cool.
But I don't have any trivia pulled up.
Good.
This game is called Rapid Fire Get to Know the Guest Survey of Giving a Fuck.
Yep.
So I'm going to tell you a major show, a franchise, a movie. You have to tell me as quick as you can whether you really give a fuck, you indifferently give a fuck, or you actively retract fucks.
Okay.
So we're going to do 3 of them here. I got to think of the 3. Okay, here we go. And we'll go this way. We went the other way. So we'll go Henry and then Bailey and then Nick. Okay. How many? What sort of fucks do you give about Game of Thrones?
I'm an indifferent amount of fucks.
Indifferent amount of fucks.
Also indifferent amount of fucks.
Different amount of fucks.
Oh, boy.
I think that's the answer.
Yeah.
You guys can't see this, but Nick just undid his belt.
Yeah, I got it. All right, well, hold on. How much time we got?
Put my
Listen,
stretchy pants on.
let me start with season 1. So, no, I mean, I want to switch it up, but I'm in a different amount.
You're an
of
indifferent
fucks.
amount of fucks.
Yeah, like people are like, they're like House of Dragon.
Targaryen.
Yeah, or like the
That's
new
one.
spin-off or whatever, and I'm like,
I hope we
don't
find out
know.
that it's
yeah.
actually a House of Gucci prequel.
I was shocked at House of Gucci.
Yeah?
It's not good.
I have
That's
not
what I
seen it,
heard.
but I really, really want to spend
Just
some time and watch it.
egregious Italian accent.
It's
Yeah.
just like, it makes me feel better as an actor.
Yeah.
Because I went in, it's like, I can do that.
I thought you were it makes me feel better as a racist.
No.
Because I do the stereotypical Italian accent all the
Right.
time,
No,
and these
it
people
is-
just justified it.
It's incredible.
I mean, they were ramrodding spicy meatball into those lines. I don't know why
I
they
don't
kept
know.
saying
They
it.
kept-
I don't know why.
His email was spicymee@ball.com. Which is crazy, he had email.
Is that-
Yeah, exactly. This is 1987.
It's getting on
email.com.
Al Gore gave him that email address. It was still
Email.
available. Okay, so everyone's indifferent to Game of Thrones. Did you all watch it?
Yeah.
I got through season 4, like half of season 4.
Yeah, I finished the whole
This
thing.
is so funny.
It's-
Game of
yeah.
Thrones is Game of Thrones is like the Avatar of television. We really it took over the entire world, and then it ended. And everyone's like, "What else has there been?"
Seriously.
Yeah.
Why are they giving us so much Avatar as well? Why are we getting so
There's
much
a quote
of it?
James Cameron said where he said every story he wants to tell from now on he can do in the Avatar world.
No.
Oh my God.
To be fair, the only stories he wants to tell are Avatar 2 and 3.
Feel like I know he loves his little submarine.
Yeah.
You should just go in there.
Go in the
Go in your
in
little
there.
submarine. Like, isn't that nice? Don't you have a nice life where you don't
Yeah.
have to go and make all these things? And make you just go down in your submarine.
If I had made the movie that made the most money ever, I probably wouldn't do much ever again.
I just stop.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
I would never do anything that I had to do.
I'm tired now, and I just found myself
general.
here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 I wish the Avatar movies are more about like the legal processes of the world.
Avatar SVU.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
In the Avatar justice system. Crimes of pretending to be blue are especially heinous.
Just scraping guys' skin.
But it goes, these are their stories. Bing bong. It's like a little bit different.
Bing bong.
by Cock Bear. Created by Cock Bear. Not enough people talk about how the man who made that show's name is Dick Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just love that, and they go up, and it's a guy like heaving fish into a giant monster's mouth. He's like, "Hey, have you seen this guy? I'm kind of working right now." You know, they do those things.
What
in
if
there.
they make it sweet for you? And he gives him like a bunch of weird clams, like whatever their money is.
Yeah. He sticks them in his eye sockets. He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, actually, I've seen this guy." Right?
Oh, this guy. I was this guy. I didn't know you knew my aunt. That guy. All right. What do we really give a fuck, indifferently give a fuck, or actively give negative fucks about the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I actively detract fucks.
Also, retract fucks, hate, dislike, big bad.
I give fucks.
Cool.
But I give mild fucks. I feel like after Game of Thrones, after the end game, I was kind of like, all right,
We did it.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah.
And now they
did it.
start doing all the more stuff, and I'm kind of like,
I feel like that because the movie was called Endgame, and then they were
Yeah.
like, Endgame was
Yeah.
the beginning. And you're like,
Yeah.
No. There was a lot of
Yeah.
TV. There was a lot of things I got to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
And now that they're saying that the new one, because then I was going to maybe go see the new Doctor Strange one just because I literally had nothing to do. I had
Yeah.
nothing to do. I had hours to kill. I was like, maybe I'll go see it. And someone's like, have you seen Thor Goes to Alabama? And I was like, what? Thor Goes to
Alabama.
I was like, no, I haven't. And they're like, well, you're not going to understand anything unless you've seen it. And I was
So
like,
funny.
Goes
now
to
I'm
Alabama.
I did see it, and it's kind of fun because Sam Raimi made it, and he's good at like scares.
That's
and there's
right,
like a
of
lot of
course.
really good scares
Yeah.
in it. And then
Yes.
I went and saw it at Universal Studios. I'd never been to Universal Studios before.
wow.
I usually just would go look at the Big Minion, and there's a huge screen, like a 80-foot screen outside the theater in Universal Studios.
Yeah.
That just shows like trailers. And Bryce Dallas Howard, that's her name, right?
Yeah.
She popped up and she goes, "Hey everybody, gather around. I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the new Jurassic Park." And I swear to God, a guy goes to his wife. He goes, "Honey, come on, we have to go see this." And he like walked her over.
They're not really talking to you.
At 2 p.m. on a weekday, walked her over to the big screen and watched an 8-minute thing
Wow.
for Jurassic Park. And then they went, and they walked back like into the movie theater.
Well, that killed 8 minutes of life.
Yes.
And we can, at least let's try. Maybe we can sit and watch it again and get to 16 minutes and then 24 minutes.
All right, honey, they have 3 names. All right, our last one. Do you really give a fuck? Do you indifferently give a fuck? Or do you actively give negative fucks about Mission Impossible?
I am, can I say I am now moving towards between indifferently giving a fuck and actually giving a fuck, because for a while I always found them to be like not into it, but I feel like I'm aging in.
Sure.
I feel like it is caught up. It's like James Bond. I never I never truly detract fucks from James Bond. And then all of a sudden, I'm watching all of them, just going like, Daniel Craig really can't move.
There is this crazy thing that Tom Cruise has done where he's like, Tom Cruise got the fan base, and then he's like, I'm going to make movies for these guys forever.
Yep.
As they age, I will make the movies they want to see.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As his
Bailey.
face turns into a catcher's mitt.
Beautiful.
Bailey, do you
Young.
No
How do you-
fucks. I don't give any fucks.
Yeah,
no
do you
fucks at all.
Detract
get it.
fucks?
I don't detract fucks. I just don't give fucks.
Okay, indifferent fucks here about Mission
Yeah.
Impossible.
Hey, I mean, I feel I'm very indifferent. I feel a different. I'm starting to question if I care about anything because I feel like I'm
Are you saying
indifferent.
this thing like, what content do you care about? In my mind, I was just like, because like Star Wars, I'm out, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like the DC movies. I like Batman.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. All right. How does everyone feel about this? Do you actively give fucks? Are you indifferent, or do you negatively give fucks about your loved ones in your life?
I actually give
ones?
fucks about my wife and family.
Okay, great.
I give fucks for
Yeah.
sure.
That's nice.
Yeah, thanks.
I try to.
Great.
I love
doesn't-
to try to
It feels
give.
like they're making
Yeah.
it for you these days.
And I speak for Vatterot,
Let me
honestly.
say this. I like their older stuff. I like the older stuff. Some of the new stuff I'm not into. You know?
I don't remember if we've done the script. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we read that
yeah,
whole
yeah.
script. You wrote
Yeah,
that
we read the
thing.
whole script,
Okay,
yeah.
how
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
would it be if we hadn't? This would have been bad.
No, honestly, it would mean that I technically would. You should call your
Okay,
doctor.
what are we at? How many games should we play?
You're at 54 minutes.
All right, we'll play one.
That sounds great.
I didn't prep 9.
Honestly, you said it was like one a game. I was like, wow, you have many games prepared.
I had
Good
a lot
for
of games
you.
prepared. Well, I made a new game called the Anagram game where I put something into an anagram machine and then I read you the most appropriate replacement anagram and you have to tell me what it is, but we're not going to play that game.
That sounds difficult.
A
Yeah,
robot did the
didn't
heavy
catch
lifting.
that.
I did it with serial killers.
Whoa, thank you.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll play it.
Wow, thank you.
I'm gonna
This
tell
is
you.
fun.
I'm gonna tell you an anagram.
Oh,
You
this
have to
is gonna
tell
be
me what
difficult.
serial killer.
Am I the only person with an encyclopedic knowledge
These ones
of
are all
serial
pretty
killers
known.
at this
These
table?
ones are
All right,
all
cool,
pretty
cool.
known. These ones are all pretty known.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to brag. I am. I'm an insult.
This one. So here's an example. If it was a buddy net, that's Ted Bundy, right? So I tried to come up with an anagram that was close to his buddy net. You're gonna hate this.
Wait, how does BuddyNet work? BuddyNet is what?
Is you know an anagram where the letters are rearranged?
Oh no!
Right. So like
That's like
so like an anagram for dad
Oh,
would be
right.
add.
You mean my learning disability?
It's called dad. Dyslexia.
Yeah.
Your learning disability is called dad.
Yeah.
I think that's just a guy didn't like you that much and he slowed his life down. Well, you know what? We're canceling the game.
No.
No, we're canceling.
No, I want to play.
We're gonna play one.
Oh yeah, it's playing.
It doesn't have a song, so it's like, here we go. What? This is because there's only one of these I really like. What serial killer is this an anagram for? Shh, Elmo.
Elmo. Wait a second. Say that again. How many S's?
Say that again.
Yeah, how many H's and
3 H's.
Oh, H.H. Holmes.
Oh wow, yes, there it
Yeah,
is.
3 H's. This is the problem.
Yeah, we needed to know that.
Hey, 3 H's.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? This is my living. You're making fun of the way I make my living.
I'm not. He got 3 H's. Here we go. Dark Biz vowed it.
Wait, is this another one?
This is another one. Dark Biz vowed it. This one's the hardest
Ted
one.
Kaczynski.
No.
Say it again.
Dark. Like it's my fault. You didn't
Say
get
it again.
First try.
Say it fucking again.
Dark Biz vowed it.
I know it.
What
Is
is
that a
it?
Z?
George W. Bush.
Finally.
I know it. I know it. High fructose corn syrup.
Finally.
The ultimate cereal. Oh, okay. That's funny for 2 reasons.
Oh wow. You fell into that one. That was good.
We're never going to know who that one was.
Was it an S or a Z in there?
See.
How many H's?
1, 0. Dark Biz vowed it.
I don't fucking know.
I
It's
don't know.
David Berkowitz.
Zodiac killer.
No. No.
A Z.
Why did
You just sound like a man who woke up from
You
1977.
sound like an audience member at an improv show. Carpenter.
Oh, Zodiac.
That's like my favorite hypothetical people think is like a comedy thing. Like, what if a guy who just woke up from a coma from the past 8 years? He'd be like, what's going on? You're like, hey, what?
Yeah,
If I'm from a coma in a week, I think what's happening?
honestly, a lot of times, if you were in an 8-year coma and you woke up, you'd actually lose a lot of your motor and verbal skills.
You'd be like, my legs don't work.
Yeah.
And it'd be great that you can
There'd
even
be a
say
lot
that.
more things you'd be concerned about than your precious little, anachronistic, what's different from then and now.
What if you...
All right, so I think about, when you think about all
No,
your
no.
precious little comedy bits you come up with, think about who gets hurt in the process.
Plus, don't even get me started on the bill that guy's going to have. This
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
you
yeah.
wake up from an 8-year coma and you're like, the president better not have hosted a game show. You got a $20 million bill.
Oh, fuck, I might as well have been dead.
I got a life bit. This is a life bit. Whenever I'm in bed and I wake up next to somebody, I turn to them and go, "How long was I out?"
That's good.
That is
I
good.
love
That's
that.
really
That's a fun
funny.
one. I like to ask people AM or PM when they clearly it's implied.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun
yeah,
way to make them do it.
yeah.
The show's at 8 PM,
Yeah, I love it.
but also you got to know. All right, we will do one game. We're going to play one of Kyle's dad game. This game is called Guess What Movie Kyle's dad is describing, having only watched a trailer and never having heard of the movie The Game.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Guess what movie trailer Kyle's dad is describing, having only watched the trailer and never having heard of the movie game.
That's very good with the beat.
Thank you.
That was very rhythm.
It's
I
incredible.
will- thank you. I was up all night.
Rhythm.
I felt the
Very
rhythm
good.
and the rhyme.
Honestly,
How
it's
this game
nice.
works is my dad watches movie trailer. He will describe that trailer to you. You have to guess what movie it is a trailer for. Any movie ever. Let's do this one.
Okay. He's walking up a lot of stairs. They
Joker.
echo.
What'd you say?
The
Joker.
military
The
guy
jerk?
says he's heard nice things about him. Music comes in while the girl looks sarcastic. That's a big scarf. He's eating eggs. Riding the train now. He seems tired. She's calling him an asshole at the cafe. A lot of shots of driving or riding a train. He's carrying the cat on the train. Everyone seems to be saying mean stuff to him. Now the cat is loose on the train. He's carrying his guitar through the snow. Quick shots of music.
Is it
stuff.
inside Llewyn Davis?
It is
No.
inside Llewyn Davis.
Oh my God.
What is that?
How did you get that?
I don't know.
Never even heard of that.
It sounded like my dad was describing a screenwriting book.
It does. That is Oscar Isaac's Discovery film. That's where when he was really discovered
It
in
was the
that movie.
Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah.
He plays a folk musician. I like that movie.
Oh, that's aight.
Yeah.
Oh, is that one of those cat train movies? Yeah.
It's on his list of cat train films.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get around to it.
You're just in your notes app on your phone.
Another cat train movie.
I hate when people tell you you gotta see all these cat train movies. Is that John Cat Train, the jazz musician?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jazz musician, folks. As you unsubscribe, please leave a bad review of the podcast. On your way out,
It
we're
was the John Cat Train joke that has caused me to alleviate my family of their lives.
We're sponsored by NPR. Casey, are you serious with this, Kyle? We're not actually. Everyone, please, this is the end of the show.
Wow.
This is the end of the show.
I like how it kind of came to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part because it kind of, at the end of a really like you ever get in your car and it's raining outside and it's all slick, and then you accidentally get into you spin around in a circle, and then it kind of just comes to a rest on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Sure.
what this feels like.
And then you're safe.
yeah, but you're also like, what just happened?
Whoa.
Like that
Yeah.
happened fast,
Yeah, yeah.
and now you wonder whether or not, is anybody gonna come? Is anybody gonna come? Is the car hurt? No, it just how did I spin? Do you ask that question? How did I spin? Our car's supposed to spin. Does this hurt the trans am? What's it called in the bottom of the car?
Transmissions.
Yes. Are the tires bad? So many questions to ask at that moment in time. Can I leave the car?
And there's always that clicking sound, too, while you sit there.
Or you know what I always find
Oh, yeah,
ominous?
the blinker. The
Yeah.
blinker.
When
the
everybody's
blinker's on.
dead in the car from the accident, but the radio's still playing.
I would love if you're a cop and there's a murder scene and everyone's dead and you go, that was ominous. Wasn't that ominous?
I'm not going to be listening to that song in the same way for a while.
I'm having the worst day.
The song, Barry Manilow's Mandy, it got ruined for me today.
I gotta get a whole new iPod. I don't know how to, I don't know how to take songs off.
They're all decapitated by a bunch of sheet metal, but
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Let them know where to find you guys and stuff and that sort of thing.
find me at my home. You can find me at LP on the Left for Last Podcast on the Left, all the Last Podcast on the Left services. DR Fantasty on Instagram. I'm going to try to get rid of my Twitter. I'm not even going to plug it. I'm getting rid of it.
sounds great.
I'm fucking absolutely going to torch it.
That sounds wonderful. I'm jealous.
Yeah, damn.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You should too. You should just get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm done with Twitter.
I'm done. You should get rid of it.
You're right.
You should just delete it. It doesn't do anything. People don't listen to podcasts from Twitter.
You're
Just
right.
so you know.
I tweeted
Yeah.
something about a show the other day. Someone liked it. It
Whoa,
was
weird.
me on the
They're not
show.
going
It
to
was
come.
me on the show's
But
account.
they're not going to come. The ones liking it are not
no,
going to
for
come.
sure.
No.
Yeah. You can find me at Bailey E. Norton on everything. I have a podcast, Hot Topic with Joe and Bailey. Also, I run 2 shows in LA, Permanent Vacation and Femmes the Rules.
That's it.
You can find me at Henry's house.
Yep.
There's a sweet kind of hiding spot outside that rear window next to the shrub.
You think that I don't know that you're there, but I know that you're there.
That makes me feel good. I have Disingenuous as my new stand-up special. You can see it on Amazon Prime.
What if I just faded in an episode of WTF with Mark Maron underneath us doing the credits at the end? You can find me locking the gates.
I don't get played off podcasts.
No,
enough,
we need it.
you
There
know?
needs to be more of that.
Canada
Yeah,
specifically. I'll be at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Vancouver this Saturday, May 28th.
Oh boy! All right, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
That was fun.
That was great.
Oh.
I've never seen it.